Hi all, Janine A. Southard here once again doing this video blog experiment. Thank you all, by the way, so much for your comments and suggestions from the last video blogs, because I don't know what I'm doing with these yet. So I'm so glad that you're working with me on that. And I'm also really glad that you seem to be looking forward with me to the upcoming Kickstarter for the upcoming novel, Cracked, a Magic iPhone Story. There's a cat on the floor because he's... Really? Kitty? Meow. I don't know if you guys can hear him meowing, but he's determined to be in the video, even if only on audio, just like last time. So based on all of your suggestions, by the way, I've got lots of really cool Kickstarter rewards, and there's a cat. Say hi. No. All right. I think we're going to have lots of really cool Kickstarter rewards. My favorite, of course, is the book itself, which will be Cracked, a Magic iPhone Story, either in print or ebook form. It is a contemporary sort of fantasy novel set in Seattle, wherein story gamers find a magic iPhone, and the iPhone tries to kill them. Hint, it's a comedy. Will the iPhone succeed? I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm going to let you wonder, will the iPhone kill them? So since you asked, by the way, about those Kickstarter reward surveys and what did people think was a great idea and what did I think was a great idea, what was I adding and changing, one person suggested that I make an iPhone case, or I guess a phone case of any kind. And I got really lucky. It was lucky for me, though not so lucky for my significant other. So my significant other dropped his phone about a few weeks ago and managed to drop it just perfectly so that his case physically cracked. So I took a photo of it and did some design, software magic, and I made a proof of concept, which if I want to show it to you, I will have to move the cat, or I can try to do this. I hope you can see it. So this is what it looks like on my phone. You can see that it's a photo of an actual cracked phone. It says cracked across it, and it's in blue because I like things that are blue. So there's your proof of concept. This may or may not be a Kickstarter award. I kind of like it though. I think it will. Also, other things that got asked, last time I read an excerpt from the very beginning of Cracked, a Magic iPhone Story, wherein we met our heroine, Morena, and also first saw the dastardly iPhone. But also, briefly in that excerpt, I mentioned Morena's roommate. And I've had a couple of people ask about, who is this roommate? What's going on with her? So I thought that I would read another short excerpt, maybe like 1-2 minutes, all about how Morena and Susan, which is her roommate's name, how Morena and Susan become roommates. I don't know if this will make it into the novel. In fact, I wrote it yesterday. So yeah, but I like to please you all. So thank you for asking. And now I will have to move my cat so that I can reach my laptop and read this quick little excerpt to you. No more cat. So this takes place, it's a flashback to 6 months ago, because 6 months before the book is when Morena and Susan meet. And they meet at a story gaming meetup where Morena has now seen Susan at one of these meetups twice, and only twice. Susan is pretty new. Morena had just broken up with her boyfriend and had moved out of his apartment to stay at her mother's townhouse in Issaquah. But she couldn't stay there indefinitely. She needed a place closer to work, and she wanted a roommate to defray the loneliness. So when Susan had arrived in all of her sprawling, dusky glory, mentioning that she had just moved to Seattle and was looking for a roommate if anyone knew a person who was looking, Morena was ecstatic. Morena had dragged the girl to her mother's home after a vicious game of Fiasco, because the younger woman might not have minded sleeping wherever, or with any hottie who picked her up in a club after story gaming, but Morena did not let potential friends put themselves in such dangerous situations. Susan and Morena's mother chatted about Harlem and the New York art scene before Susan tried to turn Morena off of being her new roommate. "I'm a super geeky story gamer," warned Susan. But so was Morena. "And I love watching the Sci-Fi Channel, especially on Friday night," she continued. But so did Morena. "After which, I like to go dancing, where I will probably get drunk or high." Well, Morena wasn't into getting wasted, but she loved dancing. During the unfortunate periods when her age-appropriate friends outgrew clubbing, she had taken her mother along. Having a less embarrassing dance mate would be glorious. "And I can only afford $500 a month," said Susan. "So you're not going to do much better than living with your mom. Even if you've got the same amount available, that's only a $1,000 apartment." But Susan was still working on New York City rent prices. $1,000 in Seattle could get you 800 square feet and a parking space with a convenient location to cafes, clubs, and bus lines. Plus, Morena would only be responsible for $500 a month, which for her was like half a pair of shoes, while getting to live with a fellow gamer who appreciated sci-fi and could share cabs. Score! And that is the story of how Morena and Susan came to live together. So thank you all for asking me about that so that I could find more things to tell you all about Susan and Morena and their lives in 2013 Seattle with their magic iPhone. What else can I tell you? Oh, this is awesome. So Kickstarter projects are like large undertakings, which is why I still haven't finished making mine yet. But I have this plan for a super awesome, super cool, limited edition, Kickstarter only reward, which I think is going to go for every person past a certain point because I want it to be really accessible. But it's uber personalized and one of a kind for every backer at one of these levels, whatever it will be. It will be personal just to them. And oh my God, it's going to be the coolest thing ever. And I'm so excited about it. But I'm still working out the kinks about it as well, which is why I'm not telling you what it is right now, just in case it's not quite what I think it's going to be today when I get it done. But I will definitely tell you about this in my next video or email, because I guess this is the last of the videos. But I will definitely tell you about it in the next time that I talk to you, because by then I'd better have it figured out. Because I'm hoping to have the Kickstarter go live, fingers crossed, on October 1st, which is coming up really soon. But it's going to be super awesome, and you are all going to want it, whether you pledge for it or not. You're going to think, oh, if only, I love it, it's the best. Give me one, Janine, please. Okay, that might have gotten a little effusive, but I want it. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to make these things. I'll stop talking about my mysterious item now because you're probably really annoyed wondering what it is. So I will leave you with thank you for watching my 3 videos, or possibly just this one, and for getting excited with me about the Kickstarter for Cracked, a Magic iPhone Story. And I look forward to any questions or comments you guys post about this video, either on my blog or just hitting reply if you're on my email newsletter list, or wherever you saw this video. If I see your question or comment, I will reply to it. And yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited about telling you more next time I talk to y'all.